Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to Saxy Patrick B for this one. Amy uses Spirit Sister's Call to return a Jace Vryn's Prodigy to the battlefield. Later, she activates its ability to transform it. Does this work normally? If not, what happens? Okay, so first let's take a close look at exactly what Jace's ability says. It has you exile Jace, then return it. Now, while this is going on, Jace also will have an ability that says if it would go anywhere other than the exile zone, then you should exile it instead. In this case, we actually are putting it into the exile zone, so that will happen just fine. Actually, it works out even better for Amy, since going to a new zone will make this Jace a brand new object with no memory of its previous existence. Accordingly, once it's back on the battlefield, the Jace Telepath Unbound will no longer have the ability from Spirit Sister's Call saying that you need to exile it if it leaves the battlefield. Now, let's take a look at a related scenario. We'll say that we returned a Delver of Secrets and we go to transform it. Of course, there's no reason to believe that the exile ability would affect anything about this process, since unlike Jace, Delver transforms in place. However, this has another consequence. Because it does not leave the battlefield, it isn't becoming a new object. Even though Insectile Aberration has a completely different set of characteristics from Delver of Secrets, as far as the game is concerned, it's still the same object. So if it were to leave the battlefield, the ability from Spirit Sister's Call is going to still exile it. Ready for one last challenge question? Okay, let's say that we returned an Urza Lord Protector, and we go to meld it. What would happen then? Well, we'll note that just like in the Jace example, the Urza exiles itself and returns itself to the battlefield. So the answer will mirror exactly what we saw in that example. The meld process proceeds entirely normally, and once the new Urza Planeswalker is on the battlefield, it will be a new object with no requirement to exile it if it would leave play. But that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again next time for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.